It's completely true that when a girl is interested in you, all of a sudden she's going to start laughing at even your most corniest and also the cringiest jokes. And naturally, you're probably asking yourself, how do I actually make a girl laugh? Because there might be something floating around in your head and you feel just a little bit petrified that you have to make a girl laugh and you're thinking, how do I do it? Well, this is a video for you. My name is Anna and welcome to the channel. Hit that like button and stay tuned. Tip 1. Sit down and have a think about your past funny stories because you can use these to your advantage. This does sound a little bit weird, I totally get it, but I promise you it's definitely worth putting in that effort. You need to sit down and think about all the times when you have done something that was hilarious, that involved yourself or potentially other people, and then you just use this, slip it into a conversation and get that girl laughing. And a great topic really is to start with you being the joke, better known as self-deprecating humor. You get to talk about the times that you have done something completely stupid. Doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it's nice and fun and fancy. It could be the time that you got into someone else's car by mistake, when you left your Bluetooth speaker plugged into your parents' TV system, or even something funny that your pet did. You have to put yourself into that laughing mood. Now it's very obvious, you can't actually act funny if you don't feel it in the moment. You have to quickly snap into that humor role to be able to really go along with the jokes. And if you don't feel that you are naturally an off-the-cuff hilarious person, it's gonna feel a little bit weird the first couple of times you attempt to be funny. So get yourself into the laughing mood with a girl by relaxing and smiling. Smiling is an stress reliever, and you can actually trick your brain into feeling more positive by forcing a smile. Try it right now. So to get into that laughing mood, focus on your surroundings and see if you can spot anything in the distance that is funny. You can watch some funny TikTok videos daily to keep those humor bones growing, or if you are old school and nice and classy, you can watch those old Vine videos because those are the classics. Make sure she is feeling comfortable with you before you begin to crack some jokes. A girl needs to be able to feel comfortable, not awkward in any way, to build attraction for you. And there would be nothing worse, right, if you said a joke and she didn't respond apart from just looking blankly at you into your eyes. So you need to be warming up that situation by making sure that she feels very comfortable. Show your kind and humble side and focus on making her smile first with some nice compliments, and she is a lot more likely to actually find what you say to be funny. Work on those confidence skills. People that are able to shoot out those amazing funny one-liners in conversations are those that consider themselves to be, very confident individuals. They literally seize that moment and take it. So naturally, you need to be focusing on showing up in the conversations and acting confident in a group of people. Even if it means you stand in that friend group, observing the conversation whilst maintaining confident poses, some strong eye contact and saying nothing. Now, it probably does sound a little bit counterproductive, because why would you work on your confidence and not say anything in a group when you're trying to adopt some jokes and some one-liners? Well, because let's take a look at comedians on stage. They are obviously very, very confident to be up there, and let's face it, because if they were awkward, had a low social intelligence and then started to crack a joke on stage, it would just feel very awkward, wouldn't it? And the audience really wouldn't want to be laughing along, so you need to practice the confidence, and then when you start cracking the jokes, it comes nice and easy. Ask her some funny, unexpected questions. If you want a quick win to take away from this video, then listen up. When you are next with a girl that you are trying to attract, think of some crazy things that you can actually ask her. The types of things that you know is definitely going to be getting the giggles. For example, if you could be a piece of fruit, what fruit would you be and why? Or my personal favorite is when you walk past a car or a car drives past you, you have to use the registration plate letters to come up with a quirky, awesome anagram. Make sure you avoid anything that could offend her. This has to be said that unless you know this girl very well and you know the type of humour that she is into, then that's when it's safe to try out lots of different styles of jokes. However, if the girl that you are talking to is pretty new to your life, don't start off with that dark humour or something that you know is a little bit out the box, where you could be potentially taking the Michael out of a stereotypical character or a persona, because you could be having an amazing connection with someone and then you go and ruin it by saying a stupid joke, which is a little bit offensive and a little bit rude. Tease her. Teasing a girl is a brilliant way for you to build some rapport, get to know her, but also you get to be a little bit cheeky at the same time, which is always going to guarantee some laughs. And a great example is to just mock her. So whenever she asks you to do something, you just respond back to her the thing that she said, but in a sarcastic tone. You can put your hands on your hips and you can pout, and this is going to move her personality from serious question asking to being very comfortable and giggling and being just very awesome around you. And if you want to know a little bit more, we do have a video dedicated to everything that you can do to tease a girl in a nice way, so make sure you check that out after this video. Repeat back some catchphrases from TV shows and movies that you know she likes. You could consider this one cheating because you are literally just being the messenger, taking something and replicating it. If you find that you have a vibe of a similar program with this girl, you can start quoting specific catchphrases from characters, and it's a great way to build rapport and to get her laughing, because we all have those one-liners that we love from TV shows, right? Use exaggeration. Exaggeration is such a simple form of humour. You can easily slip any exaggeration into really any sentence. For example, if she asked if you had a good day, you can say, you know what, it was actually a really awful day. I had to do so much work that by the time I printed out the final checks of this daily report, it literally went from the floor to the ceiling. That's how much work I had to do. Now, obviously, this is only a very small amount of exaggeration, but it releases that awkwardness from any conversation and lets her know that she can feel comfortable around you. And of course, the more obscure the exaggeration, the funnier you come across. The comic twist. This is actually known in the comedian world as misdirection. And if you are able to play this off well, you will come across as a golden comedian for a long time. You basically take the girl on a journey where she presumes she knows where the story is going and she knows the outcome. And then, without her knowing, you misdirect the assumption with something completely different. Role-playing. Probably the most favourite topic of mine of how to actually become funny, and that is you adopt a character, a persona. It could be her persona, it could be someone that you know, or just someone that you've completely made up from the top of your head. This is just a way for you to over-exaggerate certain types of ways of saying things and phrases to get her laughing. It could be maybe this girl is talking about what she's going to wear when she goes out with her friends next week. An amazing role-playing way to respond to this is pretending to be a girl, adopting very girly power moves. For example, standing with your hands on your hips, looking at your nails, and then saying, Becky, a nice jeans and a top would just go perfect. Using wordplay. Humour online is a lot different to actually being humorous in person. If you can master humour well online, there's no reason why you can't be funny when you are out with your friends. It's the most intellectual form of humour because you have to be very quick-witted to be able to drop it into a conversation. Let's say, for example, your girl says, oh my gosh, stop being so mean to me. And your reply is to say, stop calling me average. And those in the back that understood that joke, drop me a clapping emoji. Sarcasm. Us Brits know how to really come up with the best sarcastic phrases about life. We are just incredibly good at sarcasm, that a lot of Americans don't understand it. And if you are flirting with a British girl, even better. Sarcasm works on someone that does appreciate dark humour and is able to see that you are not being serious about the thing you are talking about. A very easy example could be, you know what, I'm not actually funny. I'm really mean, but people think I'm joking. And there we go, we've reached the end of the video. If you want to binge some more, click right here. Or if you want to get your name up on our super fan board, then all you have to do is be a member of our Joyanima monthly membership. Details will be down below. Like and subscribe. See you soon.